What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out the increased trade distance in Pokemon Go to see what is it going to mean for the future. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, did you guys see the increased trade distance that was literally dropped like super last minute yesterday? Super stoked on this, because there's some things that I want to talk about in regards to the distance. So number one, let's get into the details. The details are starting yesterday, November 12th, all the way until the 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 1 p.m. Eastern time, and whatever time zone it correlates to you. We now have an increased trade distance, which is really cool. I have talked about it in one of my videos where I said the top features that Pokemon Go does need. If you want to check that out up here, you can see it. However, the cool thing about this is that we now can be able to trade from what once was, I don't know how many distances it was, to be honest with you guys. It wasn't super far though. Can now go up to 12 kilometers. And so if you're from the United States, you don't know what kilometers are translated into, 7.45 miles is what it translates into, which is pretty far. From where I was in Naperville all the way to downtown Naperville, I believe was less than 7 miles. So I was able to trade quite a far distance. So wherever you guys are at, if you have friends that are maybe like a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, something that you normally would have to get much closer to trade for, you now can go into the trade and trade with a bunch of people. So this is really cool for one. Number two, I would take full advantage of this, because if you have any lucky trades and you haven't been able to meet up with somebody, or you're having trouble meeting with them, or your schedules have been clashing, if you guys are in a semi-close distance range, you guys can now knock off your special trades. So please do that. You obviously know you have one special trade per day, which is going to be really important just to get through those, especially if you have a lot of friends and you keep going lucky with those friends. You want to keep turning through those Pokemon, because you can always go lucky with that trainer again, which is going to give you some more good Pokemon. Not only that, guys, we now have the ability to go over this distance. So remember when I talked about the 100 kilometers is going to give you 3 trade candy. 12 kilometers would put you in the range of 10 kilometers, which is going to give you 2 candy per trade. The cool thing about that is that on Sunday, we have Com Day, which is November 15th. If you guys also want to check out that video, you're going to want to check it out up here to give you the top tips. However, we're now going to be able to trade Electabuzz with people over 10 kilometers, which is going to give you 2 candy. So if somebody is playing somewhere now, instead of having to either drive to that person to get more candy or whatever that is, you can literally just trade with that person from where you're at. So please take full advantage. Try to do 100 Electabuzz trades on Sunday after the event. Obviously, you don't want to do it during time, and try to get luckies. Ideally, you would do a decent amount during the allotted 5 to 7 time zone, where you could trade, try to get some luckies. Then if you do get luckies, what you can do is evolve those during that time frame if you do it. So I would siphon off an hour of that time to trade with somebody, because I'm sure that you have one trainer on your friends list that is going to be able to trade over 10 kilometers, or at least in the semi further. If you can't get all the candy, it doesn't really matter too much, because you just did Com Day. My number 3 is more of like, what is this going to mean in the future? So they do mention in their article that this could mean that they're going to test it, and if it goes well, they could include it in events more in the future. So that's really cool for one. Number 2, I want to touch on 2 different things. Number 1, part of number 2 is that since they're saying that in the future, maybe now the trade mechanics work slightly different than what we may have anticipated. Because if they're trying to do it out with 12 kilometers, that's not like an incredibly far distance. If we're going to do global remote trading, that's a whole lot more than 12 kilometers, like could potentially be thousands of kilometers. So maybe the system works a little bit different than what we thought. However, the one cool thing about this is that since they said if it does work, it seems to work pretty well. We can now have this for future events, which on Com Days, I think it would be amazing to make sure we do trades. But for any other trading type events, we now have the potential to trade from a far distance away. So I think this is a really good thing for us. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Have you had any bugs doing this? Is it causing you any issues? Because this is all stuff that Niantic is going to monitor. And then if monitored properly and it does the things that they want it to do properly, or at least gives them enough feedback to be able to modify the system, this is incredible. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about hopefully and being hopeful towards the future, like we talked about in our other video, where we could do the trades as well. And if you guys do want to check out a bunch of trades, we just did a bunch of trades. So just to see what the lucky prevalence is, check it out right now. We're done with all of our trading here. And I mean, as far as the luckies go, after you trade, we probably did about 50 trades there. We got just two luckies. So that's why I always recommend trading in masses. And one of the best things that I recommend doing is just taking a bunch of Pokemon and trading them in order. So it would be like a bunch of Golets all together, and then you strain Litwicks and anything else that you guys do want. So the big wins, obviously we got this lucky Litwick right here, which is gonna be a 91% IV on that one. And then this Golett I'm super hyped about. Like, I almost had the impulse to like come on here and evolve it immediately, but at the same time, like, I wanna make sure that if it ever does have a calm day, that I have it for it. So then I also just go through a bunch of the IVs, because sometimes, honestly, you can get like pretty good IVs from trading just randomly. I've got you guys have heard me talk about the 100% IV Giratina Origin form as well. So traded in 4-star. Unfortunately, we didn't get any 100% IVs, but you can go through and just search through all the IVs of the stuff that you traded. And then it's a great way to clear out your bag, get some more candy and everything like that. And the other strategy that I recommend is if you have a friend that maybe you visit like once a month or every couple months or whatever that is, save up all your rare Pokemon, because it's gonna be over 100 kilometers. Hopefully you'll get 3 candy per trade, and then you guys can hopefully get lucky Pokemon as well. So during events, stacking up on all your rares, and then you can trade. Let me know in the comments below if you're taking full advantage of this. I just wanna make this quick video so you guys know what it is and know what the strategy is, if there's anything that you need to do, including those lucky traits, as well as the Electabuzz. And then number 3 is making sure that we know that maybe towards the future, we could be going towards global trades. But if it is going towards global trades, this is absolutely fantastic. So thank you for being here. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.